So the last few weeks have been absolutely crazy in terms of business. So I launched my new business as I've announced on this YouTube channel, and I'm doing my best to kind of like use what I'm doing in that business as a way to show an example of marketing rather than like teaching marketing in terms of the tutorials as much as, I have been in the past. And there's so much that I want to share with you guys in terms of what I've been doing in the business. It's been really successful so far. I'm seeing like some really positive results, but there have been days when it's kind of been like, rah, this is kind of mad. I can't figure this out. And imposter syndrome kicks in, and I kind of had to switch to a next gear, almost a next level. And, having the knowledge that I have in terms of marketing when running a business is really helpful because it kind of gives me an unfair advantage. Well, it's a fair advantage because I've spent all of this time learning marketing and doing marketing and all of those kinds of things. But it's so important to really understand marketing to run a successful business. And I'm going to kind of be breaking that down in some of my upcoming videos. So if you are not subscribed, please make sure you do so you don't miss when those videos go live, so I can share with you what's winning and how I'm able to do well in my marketing. But I wanted to focus this video specifically on TikTok. And I don't think I've ever made a video on this channel about TikTok. But the reason why I wanted to is because last week I put out 3 videos on TikTok, and across those 3 videos, I got 1 million views. And this is from a TikTok account that I've had for a couple of years now. And on average, before this, my views were about 200 to 300 views. I weren't getting a lot of people liking. I weren't getting a lot of people necessarily commenting, which I didn't necessarily mind because I always teach that views is not necessarily the most important thing. It's about inquiries if you're running a business. It's about sales to your business and so on and so forth. But there were some changes that I made to my content. And as soon as I made those changes, I started seeing drastically better results on TikTok specifically. And I definitely wanted to make a video about some of the changes that I made to see results, because after that week of me putting out those 3 videos, every video I've put out since has at least 100,000 views. And so I want to speak about kind of some of the changes that I made. And obviously my follower count is going up as well. So every time I post a new video, I'm getting about 100 plus new followers on TikTok currently. And it's all very new still. These followers coming in are all very new, but I do feel like I have a lot to say on the topic now in terms of like what I was doing just maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago that maybe wasn't getting as much interaction as I'm getting now, and how I managed to get those 1 million kind of views across those 3 videos. So I know there's probably like a lot of videos on this topic on YouTube, and so people might be discovering this channel for the first time watching this video. So I don't want to kind of cover a lot of what I think a lot of people are going to cover anyway. But what I do want to cover is like the specific changes that I made. So it's so funny because I actually sent a message to one of my friends. Shout out to Chicken Nugget. He actually has a TikTok account as well, and I'll leave a link to his TikTok in the description because he actually helped me with some realizations of my content as well on TikTok. And I had to kind of realize that TikTok is not the same. So on LinkedIn, I have almost 15,000 followers there. Obviously on this YouTube channel, I have tens of thousands of people here. And obviously I've got an email list, and I've got all of these different platforms that are really successful and that help to bring in an income. But TikTok is different. It's a different platform. There's a different audience there, and they want something different from you. So I was speaking to my friend, and I was speaking to him about, thinking about changing up my content on TikTok to kind of get more views, to get more engagement, and, to kind of ignite that account. And he gave me some advice because he follows my TikTok account as well. And he said, Sam, your content is great, but you need to add more personality to it. And that is literally all he said. And so I took that back, and I'm supposed to be the marketing guy as well. So I'm like, my friend is here telling me that I need to add more personality on TikTok because that's what works. So the marketing person in me knows that it's really important to test. So if you're doing ads, if you're doing social media, like whatever marketing you're doing, your email marketing, it's important for you to test different things and split test and see what works. And so I said, cool, I'm going to test being more personable in my videos. I'm going to test kind of not trying to get it perfect, but leaving some of the rawness in there. And also I'm going to change up the topics that I'm speaking about. So this new business that I've started running, it kind of grew really quickly because I was doing the marketing for it. And obviously that's my specialty. And so it got a lot of customers in. And so I had to start recruiting. So I've been recruiting over the last couple of weeks. My last video, I think, was about me hiring. And what I did was I decided to put out just a simple video about me speaking about the process of building my business and trying to recruit, and some of the things that people have been saying in their CVs and in interviews that I found really impressive, that my audience might take some value from and be able to use in their CVs and in their job interviews. And boom, literally what happened was I recorded the video. I put my phone down, went to go and make some lunch, came back, and there was a ton of notifications. Literally within 10 minutes of me posting, there was a ton of notifications of new followers, likes, comments. My friends were messaging me like, what's going on? Your video is going viral. People that I haven't spoken to in ages were saying that, oh, someone sent me your TikTok. This one's going viral. And so literally that's the only change that I made. It was difficult for me because I make so many marketing courses. So I've been working with LinkedIn now, on their platform, LinkedIn Learning. If you want to take some of my marketing courses, I'll leave some links in the description down below. Your first month is free and you can take some of my courses there. But the thing about working with LinkedIn is you have a producer and you have a director, and they want things in a certain way. So I became really kind of accustomed to filming my videos in a very rigid way, because that's what I've been doing for the last 6 years, working with LinkedIn, filming it in a very professional way with, cutting out any of the ums and the ahs and, delivering it perfectly, essentially. And I was it's difficult to step out of that even creating content on YouTube, it's difficult stepping out of that and being like, talk to the camera like a normal person. And when I started to do that on TikTok, I started seeing really amazing results. And so, and there's other things as well that I'm going to speak about in this video, but I think that was definitely the main thing, the advice that my friend gave me. Just talking to the camera as if it doesn't have to be necessarily a friend, especially if you want to be seen as a professional brand, but talk as if the person is right here with you. So you're going to you're going to R, and you might not use colloquial language, but you might use conversational tone, as if the person is there and as if the person can interact with you and you can get a response from them. Because essentially it makes sense. If someone's going to comment, they're going to comment because the video that you made was conversational and they felt like they were a part of the conversation. It wasn't just you talking at them. It was as if you were talking to them. And they can only really do that if you treat the camera like a person, a human being. So that was definitely, I think, the thing that really skyrocketed my views to 1 million in 1 week, and why I'm seeing success as we speak. The second thing was I posted a video that didn't do so well, and I want to speak about the differences between that video and the videos that had 100,000 plus. So the video that didn't do so well, I took it down and I reevaluated it, and I'm going to post it again whilst I've made some changes to it. But that video that I put out, it didn't contain, so when I was speaking in the video, it didn't contain any of the words or any related words to the hashtags in my description. So I haven't got solid evidence to suggest that you need to say words in your video that are related to your hashtags, but that's just something that I noticed. And another thing was the beginning of the video that didn't do so well, I kind of left a gap. So it took me a while to start talking because it's long to explain, but basically the video was me offering someone a job. So I'd interviewed them already and offered them a job. And the premise of it was, I had some text in the video and it was like me offering someone a job, and I called them, and the first 5 seconds was me calling, and there's no voice there. There's nothing happening immediately. What I probably should have done was edited the bit in the video where I'm giving them the job and when they're excited and stuff like that. Put that at the beginning as a kind of like, showing people what is going to be in the video so that I can grip them in the first few seconds so that they watch the rest of the video. TikTok kind of saw that, you know, people weren't interacting with that video. It didn't get exposure to a lot of people. So I think those two things is making sure that the hashtags are related to things that you're saying in the video as well. So you might say things that you also use as hashtags, but also as well as that, which is what everybody tells us anyway, is to grip people in the first few seconds. So cutting out the unnecessary introductions and go straight into the point of the video, straight into the point. And it can be conversational as well. You don't necessarily need an intro. So if you're talking about today you're making a cake, then just go straight into it. Well, today I'm going to make a cake and I just really fancied making a lemon cake or whatever it is. And it just goes straight into it rather than having an introduction of, you know, trying to, I don't know, create some sort of, paint a picture before you get into the content. Like just get straight into the content. That tends to do a lot better on TikTok from what I've seen. Also, I decided to create some cover work, some artwork, so you can have a thumbnail for your TikTok videos. And I was doing this before as well, but what I noticed was the thumbnails that I took more time to actually create, those videos got more views as well. So thumbnails are important as well. And obviously if loads of people are coming to your TikTok account because of a video, then they might go and search for other videos and they want to see what videos are related to the one they just watched, because obviously they're probably interested in that topic. So it's really important to kind of like put thumbnails on your videos as well, so that people can watch one of your videos and then go and decide to binge watch some of your other pieces of content as well. Another thing that I would say is concept. So for a long time, obviously what I do is marketing and what I teach is marketing, and that's my comfort zone. And so I want to teach that on TikTok, but it was my videos of me speaking about CVs and helping people to get jobs, which was the content that really blew up. And so if I could change something about my strategy on TikTok, what I would have done at the beginning is I would have tested a lot of different topics in the marketing niche. So obviously, for example, on this YouTube channel, there's so many topics I speak about when it comes to marketing, from like SEO, Facebook ads, Meta ads, Pinterest ads, Google ads, all of these different topics, email marketing, all of these things I speak about. So what I would have done if I could start TikTok all over again is I would have spoken about every single topic under the sun that I could think about in my niche and in my industry. And I would have just every day chosen a different topic and released a different TikTok, and then wait until one of those topics in marketing blew up. It could have been Google ads. It could have been me talking about SEO. It could have been me talking about email marketing. It could have been me talking about social media marketing. It could have been me talking about customer acquisition. Like, it could have been anything, but you don't really know until, like I said at the beginning of this video, is to test. So to test different topics, different concepts, and see, because sometimes there might just be a gap in the market on TikTok for that particular niche. And like I said, if your hashtags are related to that niche as well, then you might do really, really well in that niche, and people start knowing you for that niche and want tips and advice from you specifically on that niche as well. So those are just a couple of tips. Like I said, views, followers isn't necessarily everything when it comes to digital marketing and growing your business. Obviously, if you want to be an influencer on social media, then yeah, you're going to need the views and the followers. But if you're trying to grow a business on social media, you definitely don't need loads of views. And I'm going to be speaking about that more so in my upcoming videos, because I'm going to speak about how, the Instagram account and the Facebook account and the email list I had for my business was 0, and I didn't promote it using my current social media following. So I didn't promote the business using my current email list, my current Instagram. I didn't even promote it to friends and family. Like, this business, all of it is cold traffic. The new business I've started is all cold traffic. Nobody knows about this business yet. And the people who have been buying, the new customers, they have come literally from my promotions and my marketing. And I'm going to show you in my upcoming videos some of the things that I've been doing behind the scenes to grow this business from zero to where now we have consistent customers coming in, and we've literally only just launched. It hasn't even been a month yet, and we've been kind of, getting new customers in. We've even had people messaging and emailing and asking us when we're going to be delivering more. And so, yeah, I'm excited to speak more about that. And I know that this journey I'm on is going to help a lot of you who are in a similar place, trying to grow your business from zero. Maybe you have a shoestring budget. I didn't go and get loads of investment to invest in this. Like, I literally kind of did it because I needed a challenge, but also I knew it was going to be great for me to document this journey so it can help you guys as well. So you can see exactly what I'm doing to market and not just hear the trainings. Also, if you haven't downloaded the formula yet, I know I speak about it in every video, but in there, I cover mostly all of the topics you need to know to market your business more effectively. So SEO, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, obviously it's the same thing, Meta ads, Google ads. What else do I speak about? YouTube marketing, social media marketing. And having a good understanding and knowledge of all of these things is really important, because it's kind of like being a builder on site at a job. You're going to have a toolbox, and you might not use every single tool in that box, but you know when those tools are going to be important, and you know why those tools are going to be important. So even if you don't use those tools today, you might use that on your next job or wherever it might be. So I always feel like, especially as a business owner or someone who wants to be a business owner or run an offline business or a digital business, whatever kind of business you're trying to run, it's important to have a good understanding of how digital marketing works, so you can have that unfair advantage that I'm currently experiencing in this new business I'm starting, because you simply just know how to market. You simply know how to do your marketing properly and effectively. And I wrote the formula as kind of like an elementary guide to help you guys who are struggling with your marketing, or maybe just not getting the results that you feel you deserve. daytips.com/the formula. As you can see, I always leave a copy behind me. I'll leave a copy in the description. Go and download it. Like, it will put you on my email list as well. So whenever I'm doing new webinars, I don't always promote it on my YouTube channel. Whenever sometimes I do webinars on Facebook ads, and I kind of show you guys step by step how to create it, or SEO, and I show you step by step the things you need to do in terms of ranking in Google, showing up in Google. So I'm actually going to I haven't created a website for my business yet, but I did a video, I think it was about a year ago on this YouTube channel, where I spoke about how I created a fake business. So I created a fake business for a LinkedIn course that I was doing on SEO, and I didn't have a website. So I managed to rank a business in Google without a website. And what I did was I was starting to get emails from Google saying 10,000 people visited your website this month, or visited your business this month. And I was like, what? I don't have no business. And then I realized it was the account that I made, and it was getting loads of hits. And I didn't even have a website for that business. The business wasn't even real, and people were actually leaving messages as well. I had to remember to go back and delete it, because obviously I was going to get people angry because the business didn't exist. I just created it and I forgot to delete it after the course. So what I'm going to do soon is do the same thing for my actual business now, so people can actually we can actually start ranking in Google, and start really being competitive in terms of what we're doing. The reason why I'm keeping it anonymous at the moment in terms of what the business is for a number of reasons, so many reasons. But soon I do hope to share the business that I'm creating with you guys. So stay tuned for that. I don't know when exactly that will be. But if you do have any questions specifically about marketing or your business or TikTok or anything I've discussed in this video, then please do leave it in the comment section down below. If you are on the Day Tips email list, then you can send me an email there as well. But please keep up with my journey on Instagram as well, because it takes a lot of energy and effort and time to make YouTube videos. So I don't make as many videos as I make sometimes stories on my Instagram. So it's at Daytips, DEYTIPS. Again, links in the description. Make sure you follow me on Instagram so you can keep up to date with the journey. But until next time, guys, have a great day, and I'll see you soon.